Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we've got a truly fascinating journey ahead of us. We're stepping right onto the floor of a modern manufacturing marvel to uncover the complete start-to-finish life cycle of literally one of the most iconic beverages on the planet. Let's dive in. It's kind of a crazy question when you really stop and think about it, right? How exactly does a single, ordinary drop of raw water transform into this massive, globally distributed icon? Well, today, we are going to follow that exact chronological journey from its absolute most elemental form through a wild industrial gauntlet all the way down to that chilled sip in a happy customer's hand. Section 1. The pure foundation, starting with water. So before any of the real magic can happen, you literally have to start with a flawless foundation. Raw water actually enters the facility and gets pushed through these incredibly advanced purification systems. It's meticulously filtered, just over and over again. And you might be wondering, why go to all that trouble? Well, to get that globally identical taste we all know, you absolutely have to strip away any local mineral variations from the municipal water supply. You need a complete blank canvas for what comes next. Moving right along to Section 2, the secret alchemy, formulating the magic. All right, so inside these massive, gleaming stainless steel mixing tanks, we enter a phase of what is basically pure industrial alchemy. I mean, this isn't just someone casually mixing up a recipe. That highly purified water meets super precise, scientifically controlled measurements of sugar or high fructose corn syrup, depending on where you are, and of course, Coca-Cola's legendary secret flavor concentrate. Literally every single ingredient is measured down to the absolute micro drop, just to perfectly replicate that famous global flavor profile. But hey, you can't exactly have a refreshing soda without the fizz, right? This is where the physical tension really builds. Carbon dioxide is violently injected into the liquid under extreme pressure. This intense physical process forces the gas to dissolve completely, and that is exactly what locks in that signature biting carbonation right inside those heavily pressurized closed-loop systems. Which brings us to Section 3, high-speed bottling ballet, the climax of the factory floor. Now, the energy on the factory floor absolutely peaks right here. The newly mixed carbonated liquid engages in this chaotic yet perfectly choreographed robotic ballet. And whether it's going into a plastic bottle, one of those classic glass contours, or a sleek aluminum can, every single vessel has to survive a really rigorous four-step rite of passage. Step 1, they're thoroughly washed. Step 2, completely sterilized. Step 3, rapidly filled. And Step 4, they're instantly sealed tight with caps or lids to lock in all that pressurized carbonation. And honestly, this is all happening at dizzying breakneck speeds. Once they're sealed up tight, it's time for the iconic branding. High-speed robotic machines take over, moving with just absolute mechanical precision to seamlessly slap on those labels. But they definitely don't stop there. They rapidly bundle all these finished vessels into larger packages, wrapping and securing them for transit, and they do it without crushing or dropping a single can. It is for sure a total marvel of modern factory engineering. But wait, let's take a quick breath from all that high-speed action for a second. Before a single drop actually leaves this ultra-hygienic environment, it has to pass through automated quality control labs. These labs are relentless. They test the finished product for three crucial things: the exact taste profile, the perfect pressurized bite of carbonation, and, most importantly, absolute consumer safety. It's an entirely flawless system of checks and balances. We now enter Section 4, the global distribution, from factory to the world. Okay, so the frenetic pace of that bottling line shifts right here into the realm of heavy industrial logistics. The journey continues in three distinct steps. First, those beautifully packaged boxes are systematically stacked onto massive pallets. Step 2, powerful forklifts swoop in, hauling those pallets deep into these huge, cavernous storage warehouses. And Step 3, the heavy pallets are loaded right onto fleets of delivery trucks that are basically running around the clock. You know, these delivery trucks really serve as the global arteries for the entire operation, supplying supermarkets, bustling restaurants, and even solitary vending machines literally all around the world. From the warehouse loading docks, they just fan out everywhere. Honestly, the sheer logistical web required to pull this off globally without losing even an ounce of quality, it's staggering. And finally, Section 5, the final chill, the journey ends. Our epic logistical journey finally slows down to a really satisfying, quiet resolution. The heavy mechanical roar of the factory floor and the rumble of those delivery trucks just fade away. The journey ends when the packaged product is placed right into a refrigerator, waiting to be served to happy customers. It just sits there, chilling, waiting for that perfect moment. All of that advanced purification, the extreme pressure, the global transportation, it all culminates right here, in a super simple, everyday interaction.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final thought to ponder. Next time you take a sip, will you taste the journey? Seriously, when you open that chilled refrigerator door, think about the immense, incredibly complex alchemy it took just to deliver that single moment of refreshment. From a deeply purified drop of water, through a high-speed robotic ballet, across a massive global logistical marvel. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. Stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.